Back to Evil's Comics. I am Evil Mike, and tonight we got an AOK from my good friend, another YouTuber. This is from Low Budget Comics and Things, Mr. Ajim. Thank you very much. I love Low Budget. He is probably not probably, he is my top 5 most anticipated drop, YouTuber that's out there. I love his videos. They're a lot like mine. He is a comic book YouTuber, Low Budget Comics, but his style is set up a lot like mine, and believe it or not, his picks are right up my alley. What he goes for, he does small little showcase bin, dollar bins that he pickups, and he also does new comics that he shows off. I love some of his commentary and some of his the little info that he displays, because he's a little more advanced than I am. I don't do any editing. This is pretty much live. I press record. Y'all get what you get. Sometimes there's many takes. On this video alone, there's been 4 takes. I sometimes just get stuck in the conversation, So it is late at night right now. It says it is 12:30 in the evening, and right now, actually, that's my morning time. Ha 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 ha! Evil is a lot like a vampire. I have a lot of rules like a vampire. I can't enter places unless I've been invited. I do wake up at sunrise. I go to sleep at sunset. So I have not altered the box. It is taped. I've covered up our addresses. I do have a trusty knife right here, and it had a baby, it had a little baby, so I brought him along just in case I need a little baby. But we're gonna open this up real quickly and cut like another friend of mine, another YouTuber. We're gonna slice and dice. She likes to slice and dice. If she ever watches this, she'll know who she is. I enjoy a lot of different YouTubers. It's really hard to tell from comments and stuff like that, but whenever I do comment, everybody, first off, it's very much appreciated. I love every single one of you that watch my videos. I don't know why, but muchly appreciated. This is new to me. Evil does not get gifts in life. I do not have family, or I have a couple friends, and we give gifts constantly, but not really like gifts, not birthday gifts or Christmas or anything. I don't get Christmas gifts or birthday gifts. I work on my birthday. I work on Christmas. I worked on 4th of July. No, I didn't. I lied. I was off 4th of July, but normally I work on holidays. So let's see what we got. And there looks to be a whole bunch of stuff. And like I said, I was kind of nervous about this box because me and gifting stuff, I have given an AOK, and in my opinion, I felt like I gave him some really good stuff. Now, and maybe the person that received it, I hope it was cool. It looked like he was really satisfied with it. That was Dank Comics. I plan to send out more, but I have warned and stated this before. First off, I spend a lot of money on comics as it is. I love this channel. This is like the best thing that's going on in my life right now. By far the best thing. But I don't have that money to go out and get slabs or golden comics or stuff like that. If I did, that means I couldn't pick up the new comics or my finds. And currently I'm trying to rebuild my comic book collection. So I'm perfectly fine. Oh, I love the dollar bins and my weekly pickups. I think this week alone, don't tell nobody, but it's like $100 in new comics this week. It is a huge week in comics. I already dropped what I picked up from DC, and right there alone it was like 40 bucks. But that is within my budget. I budget for new comics every week. I'm a comic book guy that I don't really, lately that's all I put my money into. Now, I do Hot Wheel pickups, but they're $1. I buy other things, like T-shirts and I will, y'all seen a lot of this, but I love this T-shirt. It means so much to me, having my name on a, and it is clean, but I don't really wear it in the wild a lot. I'm not a big fan of like just shouting out that I have a YouTube channel. I'm very selective on who I tell. I'm very nervous about it. Alright, so anyways, my rambling. But when I do send out AOKs or gifts or something like that, it's always more from the heart. You know, comics, they are a big part of my heart. So any comic I get is to me is, first off, it's a free comic. You know, I mean, Mike does not pass up free comics. And then you know, my love of comics, period. I don't care what I get. I mean, I have comics that I didn't like. I don't throw them away. I cherish them just like every other comic. You know, I've had comics where I absolutely do not like the cover, but I bought it because it was part of the story. I mean, it's still in my collection, you know, and it's prized. I have just a different love of comics, you know. They're just very important to me, my soul, who I am. They always have been. They always will be. So anyways, let's get into it. And there is a lot of stuff in here. I mean, I know it's hard to see, but so I'm just going to kind of grab at stuff. I think this is just, and I can use this. I love, you know, packing stuff. I have 3 things that I need to ship out. Chop and Drop 2013, I got your comic. LCS, I have your comic. And my giveaway winner, which I'm like 2 weeks behind on, and I've talked to him recently. But by no means, yeah, I mean, I keep my word. I live up to my word. Word is very important, and I will send out everything. Hopefully, in a couple days, I get paid on Thursday, so that helps. Alright, so I'm going to try and do this without me seeing. I'm going to let y'all see it first. So we got Union number 8, guest starring Fairchild. I don't know. I've seen the Union before, and it kind of looks like a Campbell cover, but I know it's not. But because the girl, I know that's Fairchild at the bottom, but and I know a little bit. See, I like the Image comics. I kind of in the beginning, especially with the beginning of Image, I kind of stayed with the big stuff. You know, Spawn, Pit, the Max. Max was my favorite. I kind of didn't do indies until recently. Did YouTubers like, you know, those of you that are watching. But my love of indies grew recently. I kind of stayed within the walls of DC and Marvel, and not out of scared them, just more about, you know, story-wise. I'm a big story fan, and I want to read good stories, and it just, you know, from, I guess, the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, indies were kind of seen as having not so great a stories, so I shined away from it. And I think it was like everybody going hardcore nuts over Something Is Killing the Children and the Department of Truth and, you know, stuff like that. That's what's got me in my love of indies. And man, you talk about I love indies now. I mean, I almost love picking up indies more than Marvel and DC, which is very hard to say. So let's get to the next one. I can see some green and some... Now this looks right up my alley. Razzle, like RASL number 8 by Jeff Smith. Now I do recognize Jeff Smith, but that name, it sounds familiar. But this is just a cool looking comic right there. I'm definitely going to read this one. I'm going to read all these. I do read all my comics. I have like 3 different stacks from my dollar bins. The weekly stuff I get to first, you know, because I want to review them for y'all, that kind of thing. Ooh, Cyborg number 7, adult coloring book variant cover. Now that's cool. I think I've seen one of these before, like an adult coloring book. I love this kind of stuff. I can't draw anymore, not really well, but man, I can color the shit out of stuff, and I do like to color. I buy old Calvin and Hobbes books. I find them in resale shops. If y'all know Calvin and Hobbes, 90s. But they were, you know, kind of like graphic novels, but they're comics, so I read those, and I like coloring them in. They're all black and white, but you know, I like Ooh, now this guy I do like, and I don't have any of this. Dr. Fate number 24, The Endless Wind. Now, okay, for all you new guys out there, I don't know a lot of comic book names, artists, stuff like that. Now, I know some of the big ones, Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, you know. I know Jay Lee, Peach Momoko. There's a lot of y'all that talk about stuff that, you know, it's leaning my interest, like Jim Sterling. I think I know he might be the creator of Thanos, the Eternals, maybe, something like that. See, I'm kind of fuzzy about a lot of stuff like that. Now, Stan Lee, of course. This says, and I know I'm going to pronounce this right, Marina, first full Namor's wife. I'm getting kind of nervous because I do know, whoa. This has to be a facsimile or like a reprint. It's Alpha Flight number 1, which I've never gotten to read or read. We all know that Alpha, or you should know that, you know, Wolverine was a part of Alpha Flight, but I do know a lot of the, you know, it's Puck, Sasquatch. I'm drawing a blank at his name, but I think he is one of the first gay characters in comics, well, at least in Marvel. North Star, I think is his name. But this looks like a modern. I might have to look at this, man, because I don't know. But even if it is a facsimile, I like those too. A lot of these comics are just unattainable for me to have, and a lot of people are like, trade paperbacks and graphic novels. Evil is not a big fan. I like these single issues. I shine away from. I don't. Okay, no, it's got 2 opening. I think it's this way. Yeah, this is amazing so far. Ooh, Bloodshot, Chainsaw Massacre with Floating Heads, number 3. I have one Bloodshot comic, and it's a recent one. It was a Houston variant that they did for his relaunch when they did the movie. I haven't read it either. I do like Bloodshot. He looks cool. Alright. Ooh. Time Walker from Valiant Comics number 13. I'm trying to look at the artist, and it looks like Perlin and Mayo. I do like the art on this one. It's you know, it's 80s, and like maybe a lot of y'all, I kind of stayed away from Valiant Comics. I did you know, in the 2000s, I started hearing about Faith, and I got into her and Harbinger, and I remember, you know, back in the day, I did own Valiant Comics. I read Turok, and I read some like Magnus, Robot Fighter. Ooh, now you're talking. Okay, New Mutants number 66 is another X-Men, like, you know, group that I've never really gotten to read. I don't know why I stayed away from it, but I really had this amazing love for Magic or Magique, however you want to pronounce it. Colossus' sister, but there's a lot of cool members in the New Mutants that I do like. Wolfsbane. I love that new movie, even though for some reason it got a bad rap. I'm kind of disappointed they're not continuing it at the moment. I was really hoping we'd get to see a Mr. Sinister. I love Mr. Sinister. He's one of my favorite bad guys. This is a thicker book. Oh, Grifter one shot. Now I do like Grifter, and I don't have any Grifter from Image. I kind of came across Grifter with DC, and with this 52 introduction, and then but I knew he was from Image Comics because I think it's Wetworks he's from, or I can't remember, but they did an animated show in the 90s on a bunch of, you know, the like Cyberforce and stuff like that. I can't remember. Wildcats was another one. But I do remember seeing Grifter, and I've always liked him ever since. And I think they've changed his origin story as far as... Oh, right. Wait, that was a one-shot. Okay, so we got Grifter number 4. Yeah, I like that. I've never seen him without the red mask. I like that white with the dragon. That's cool. It might be hard to see. See, and that's like me. I don't have a lot of early Image. I think I found a couple of beginning spawns, like maybe issue 4, 8, 11. I'm missing all, like, I mean, of course, I don't have the Angela one. I don't have number 1, number 2. I just don't see them. Oh, Grifter number 2, and I love that cover. That's so sick. I mean, it's got the blood, the gunshots. I don't know. There's something about Grifter. He has that red hood and look as well. But I don't know. I've enjoyed Grifter, and currently he works for Lucius Fox, who has Bruce Wayne's Billions. And he didn't steal it or nothing, but that's where Batman's money went to, was Lucius Fox, and Grifter is like his personal bodyguard. Oh yeah, Brigade's source book, Image Comics number 1. I do know Brigade. I think he's over here, but I remember this guy. He's like a big white looking guy. I've never read Brigade either. Like right there, that's where this should have stopped, and there's like a ton more. I might not see it, but I'm kind of like a little trembly. I mean, just this gift alone it's just amazing. Yeah, see, that's the guy I know, Brigade. This is number 3, Blood Brothers Finale. It says it's a Perez and Merritt Michaels cover. Yeah, I remember this big guy. See, I love, like, even though I'm not, I mean, getting small pieces in these collections, that's nice. That Alpha Flight number 1, man. I mean, I've never been able to read it, so getting the number 1. Oh, that's cool. It says Artist Unknown. I think, I don't mean to fold it up, but I think this is like a real, like, because it said Artist Unknown, and it's a sketch cover. It's Image and Top Cow, Battle of the Planets, which I do love Battle of the Planets. I love that anime, but I think this is a real sketch, not like a printed sketch. I think this is like from an artist. Gene, you might have to let me know on Instagram if that's what this is. That is amazing, because I mean, if y'all can't see that, the art is just, I mean, it has to be like either the artist or just somebody that's good, because it looks just like, I mean, the real Battle of the Planets. That's crazy. Ooh. It says Catwoman number 66, and I do love me some Catwoman. It says it's Adam Hughes cover art, special artist. And I'm not positive, but I don't think I have any Adam Hughes. I think he's another name that's new for me. I might have seen a lot of his art. See, that's the thing. I've seen a lot of these art and read a lot of these stories, like Sadinsky and Cates. I had read a bunch of their stuff before I had the name associated with their work. Man, this just keeps going. Jim, yeah, did yourself. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name right. Ooh, I can see what this is, you son of a... Okay, John Sable Freelance, number 20. If y'all have been watching recently, I've been picking up these like quarter comics. And for some reason, I'm falling in love with John Sable Freelance. Every single cover I see is just amazing art. I haven't gotten a chance to read the one that I found, but they just, I mean, inside and out. I kind of want to push the older indies, like these quarter comics, Why aren't they worth money, What, because they haven't been made into a movie, or... I mean, it's still good art, it's still good stories. Yeah, buddy. Number 19, okay, that was 20, and I do like this cover right here. Ooh, and this might be a good test because it looks like it's a little dirty. I might be able to clean that up. John Sable Freelance, we got Prey, number 19. And I'm an animal lover, all animals. I have, favorites, we all do. But you don't see too many animal, you know, in comics for some reason. You know, you do with Beast Boy and stuff like that. Right, there's a box. I don't think. So we're gonna use a little baby. And I would say this is perfectly packed. You know, I've shown you all the little cardboard pieces at the top, but you don't have to go like over exuberant, you know, to send comics, as long as you have them protected, especially in these Gemini type things. It is not that hard to protect comics to send them. I think it's a lot easier than trying to send action figures or pops or. Let me make sure. I think that's the end of the box. Yes. And he put like another box inside of the box. Extra, and I do like that idea to, you know, extra barricade the box. That's probably one of the best ideas I've seen lately. I will steal that idea. Right here we got this. And he had these protected, so like extra protected, I guess you can say. Ooh. Ian Fleming's James Bond #1. And it's amazing because I wanted to pick up the series, but I think I found it at issues like 4, 5, and 6, and I just haven't seen #1. I am a big James Bond fan, not super big. I have read like the first 3 Ian Fleming books, and I do love all the movies. If I had to say who was my favorite James Bond, it would be the more recent one, Daniel Craig. But I like Sean Connery, I like the Roger Moore, I like Pierce Brosnan. They all had good movies. Some of the Pierce Brosnan movies are really good. I remember walking out of, I think it was Tomorrow Never Dies with Pierce Brosnan, and I felt like I was James Bond myself. Hammer of God, Butch. #1 of 3. I don't know anything about this, but I do like the art I'm seeing. It's a #1. I'm going to take that as Dark Horse Comics. I don't have a lot of, especially the 90s Dark Horse Comics. They're getting harder to find. I don't know why. They're not very valuable. You know, I picked up that Aliens vs. Predator #1. I think it was like an $8 buy. Alright, last but not least, let's see. Ooh. The Forgotten Isle. We got, it's #2. I don't know anything about this. It looks very independent to me. It says Zombie Authentic Autographs. I guess is the company that made it. I do like the cover. It's a nice, nice little ocean scenery with some guys looking out at a boat or something like that. I do like horror titles, so I mean, this one. I mean, some of these definitely made the top. That Alpha Flight, man, I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, that's the whole AOK. Beefing up my collection right there. I've you know, I might not look like it or something, but I'm extremely excited. I was really nervous. You never know what you're gonna get. But like that Alpha Flight, I mean, even if it is a facsimile, which I think it is, that's super cool. I get to read it. Something I've never gotten to do in my whole life. But I can't say enough. I love this comic book community. I wish I would have found y'all years ago and been a part of this. And the love is going out. You know, I have you know, I've been picking up comics for other YouTubers just because y'all couldn't find stuff. I enjoy that. I've been wanting to do stuff like that my whole life. You know, I buy extra comics all the time, and they just go on my PC because I don't have anybody to give them to. So guess what? There's AOKs planned. I mean, this is like, I've been going for like a month and a half. Y'all got some stuff coming, and low budget. I've already been building you a box for a while now. A bunch of y'all have. I've been building boxes, but I've got low budget, specifically a pretty cool box building up because I do watch a lot of his, and I listen to all y'all. I read every single comment. But please like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell. I drop videos like 2-3 times a day. I try and limit it to overload y'all so you'll have time to watch my stuff. But please comment. Tell me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. Tell me about what you thought. If you know anything about these books, I like to hear that. I am not all knowing. I'm more at the low side of the knowing part. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. I did. I can't thank Low Budget enough. His link will be in the description below. And y'all have a great day. I will be back in probably an hour because I have to go read one more comic and I got a review coming for you. And I love y'all so much, man. Every single one of y'all mean so much. I can't thank y'all enough. Y'all have a great day.